I guess I've always been fascinated by the sordid, by the sleazy, by the seamy side of life.
Hello, you tuned into 99.9 FM. John did the dog. How can I help you? My dick is sticking bad these days. Thought it was stuck in a pumpkin pie. Thought it was a pumpkin and that shit was rotten. Why'd I never learn from these things that I try? Walked down to the clinic. Doc says something that's looking mighty grim. I recommend you take a trip to take him. I not think so I did. Booked online at Barbados. Incognito trekkers were looking rather evil. I slept on my place of potatoes. Packed on my shit. Binoculars and pins. Zebra striped pants. Passports from Vietnam. Pants wide open, shit thrown in, pills all over, fuck I need them, but I lost my calendar, now it's hard to sort. And I'm out of sorts, so I'm playful, reclined bastards won't let me down, lightning in the sky, sides from the side, look side to side, bitch, I'm breathing fire, resin from my pores, dashing on my eyes, really from the palate when we land, wheelchair waiting for me like a plane, real hair standing on my head, bust through the curtain threads, incisors popped, I'm wiser pop, spiders on my arms, like tattoos drawn, take the antenna off my top ear, shot calling off. Choppers falling off, dead lights speaking real tough. I'm in the globe, island show, poke the toes, see no snow, hiding out, rising out, agony, all fucked now. Roll the boat and see no light shining. Take a leap of faith, peep the snakes, feet on brakes, green on flakes. Pay the poppers, do a meltdown, fees of steaks. Next path is whack, breath is bad, dick is flat, shit is whack. Ain't nothing going right on this trip, I swear. Any other year I'd be floating in there, any other year I'd be having a beer, maybe I'd be having some clear, but no, not here. I'm in need of some fescue, Turtis to the rescue. How's he get here? They'll tell you.
Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I think this is a sick dream. I was having pumpkin pie at Thanksgiving before Halloween. I got a call from Thin, he said follow me and bring all the weed. Smuggling bales and luggage on international flights wasn't what I planned on doing tonight, but I'll do anything for the king, especially when he's whipping the reins. He's holding my paycheck over my head as leverage to get me to that place, Barbados. As soon as the plane landed, drug sniffing dogs were commanded, and I was wishing I could vanish. Pistols were brandished, so I got off the plane and ran it, left the drugs abandoned. Went and met TK at his Airbnb mansion. He was in a depression, saying something about his dick hitting a pumpkin. I know he's a sleazy guy, so I thought he was talking about cream pies. He said, where's the weed? You're the weed guy. I told him the bad news, so we hit the streets in bad shoes. We were making bad moves, trying to find fat dupes and smoke, then grab boobs to coke. A search for the drugs led us into a nightclub, not a pub. Before we knew we were popping bottles with Barbadian models. I think King even rocked the mic, but it was all a blur. We woke up from that night in a church, thanking God it wasn't a hearse. People coming in for a service, I think it must have been Sunday. Snuck out the back door and got blasted by sun rays. I was starting to think this island is not such a fun place. Ain't nothing going right in this trip. Maybe I just got a case of the Mondays. I never been one for the Mondays, so the next day we went to the club again. That's where I blew all my rent. Should've known this place was trouble when I seen the flag was a trident. Never been overseas before, now I'm seeing four in the middle of the Atlantic with a man who's clearly manic. I'm so high I'm hearing bandwidth and wavelengths on the beach watching the waves dance, smoking sand with the crustaceans, frying away my frustrations, flying away in hallucinations. One day we went and hooked up with some Bayesians. They had asses like pumpkins and their pies were amazing. Then King woke up and said his dick was stinky. I told him he should have warned it, Jimmy. We thought we'd take a day to relapse, but midday we'd relapse. Flashlight to black light on keypads at the airport, my weed's at, I need that. Steal that back, saran wrap, peel that back, feel that fast floating like ghosts, but we're tourists and we're overexposed. Paranoid and my mind is void, out of cash, check is void, but I'm not a square, I'm a trapezoid, feeling spaced out like an asteroid. Stargazing with the locals when a fight broke out. Thinking found a British guy and punched the bloke out for stealing his accent. Then we told the cops it was an accident. Got lost in the crescents in the presence of many homeless. Only thing they're living in is the moment. Some guy walked by and said we're in his living room, and to give him room, in his boot there was a hidden spoon. Let me try some of that substance. Stomach was empty with no sustenance, but I told him I must insist. We did all our sightseeing in greasy places, seeing creepy faces and taking mind erasers. Sunbathing, half out of options, laughing and coughing, rapping and rocking, giving away all our cake like Baskin Robbins. Blasting and robbed by massless mobs, harassing and caused by asshole cops. Please let us go back, he said, not till the job's done. The dog said I need to relax some in the hot sun cause my crotch stunk. Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I think this is a sick dream. He said listen to me like you listen to a beat. You better do what I say and don't miss a beat. Finally found the calendar and realized tonight was Halloween, so we put on all the sheets and went to scare the kids. I wasn't aware there was a hate crime. I'm not KKK but I'm on ketamine. Special K in the bowl and it's not cereal, but it makes the Milky Way look ethereal. Almost enough for thinking to forget about his venereals. The diseases that made him stink and feel flat like crimps. They said they got satellite images now of us in Bridgetown before sundown with the gun out. Feeling spun out like a pit maneuver. We swum out with the belugas trying to stay awake and away from Freddy Krueger. Officer, I swear I don't own a Ruger. Man, we should've just went to Cuba. This place will sink you like that triangle in Bermuda. Came here to find Zen like a Buddha, but all we found was barracudas. And I even forgot my toothbrush. Your dick stinks like tomb stuff. You just need a shower. You don't need a boat in Barbados to smoke a flower. Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I think this is a sick dream. He told me to bring weed. Playing games like split screen in Barbados cause your dick reeks. Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I think this is a sick dream. He told me to bring weed. Playing games like split screen in Barbados cause your dick reeks. Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I think this is a sick dream. He told me to bring weed. Playing games like split screen in Barbados cause your dick reeks. Like pumpkin pie with whipped cream.